Reach high, aim high, and obtain.
Daddy, what's on the agenda today?
Okay, we're going to get the house ready for winter. It's supposed to be cold tonight.
How cold?
And I think it's supposed to be, it's 29 degrees. And it's not
That's a
that
drop.
bad. It's not that bad, but it's a serious drop from 70 degrees.
You think?
And so
That's a little cool right now too.
and it's in the 40s right now, and the winds are blowing, and that makes it cold. But what we're going to do, we're going to prepare the house for some of the things that need to be done for winter. First of all, we need to protect our outdoor
Spouts.
These are called, I think they're non-freeze spigots or something like that.
Now, what about those? What are they called? The brass on and off switches that I
we're going to take them. We're going to take them out.
Okay.
And what we're going to do,
first take the hose off, obviously.
We're going to drain the hoses too.
Shouldn't you put that in line? The switch. Hi, Dan. Well, you put that one on tight. Why'd you do it so tight?
Thing was on there tight.
That's why I'm asking. Why'd you put it on there so tight?
Okay. And then this right here should just screw off as well.
Awesome.
And I'll open that up.
Ooh.
Okay. And that right there
is going to go into storage.
Is going in storage, but this is a really nice little thing here. I'm telling you, where you can turn the water on and off.
So easy now.
And it's so much easier than that. Now this right here, the water is off. See this right here?
Kind of.
That
yeah.
little thing. Okay. I'm going to hook it right there on the bottom.
Oh.
And then I'm going to grab it right here.
Oh, wait. I don't think it's against the wall.
It's not.
Oh, okay.
And you see that right there? You just squeeze it.
And push.
And you don't even have to push.
Okay.
But you do have to pull.
Yeah. And that's so you get a really good
right
tight
there,
fit.
Got it good and tight. Right against the thing. Now,
are those just called like faucet covers, or what are those
you see
called?
this right here?
Whoa.
When you
prepare for winter,
when you roll up a hose, you always take the threads and you lay them down on the ground. And then when you're pulling the hose, you always drag this end across the ground because this is the
one that it threads into.
The female, and that way it doesn't tear the threads up when you pull it. Now,
okay.
Now this hose here
is really tiny.
Is real small.
On purpose.
Oh God, yeah.
And then you're going to connect those two, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
And then those will go into storage as well?
Well, actually, this hose now is drained of water. And
the little bit of residue that's left in there isn't a big deal.
Yeah, it's really not. And yes, it's best if you put it in the garage, but I don't know if I'm going to or not.
Because there's only so much room, and you've been doing too many projects.
There's only so much space.
And you've been doing a lot of projects lately.
Look at that. I hung it right there.
Well, you do have a hose thing back there.
Now look here. You see this hose here? Now this one here.
That's a lifetime warranted hose.
That's a light hose. Now,
what do you mean light hose?
It's very light, which means I've already drained it of water.
Oh.
And I remember doing it. and I stretched it from one end to the other end, and then I stood on it, and got it rolling up here with the male end, and I pulled the female end so it wouldn't tear the threads up.
Okay.
Okay, now this right here, what this right here is,
Okay.
this right here is to help keep that faucet from freezing. Now, you need to understand that that is considered a non-freezing faucet to start with. It's actually on a pole about that long that goes under the house, and that whole pole is supposed to be a non-freeze pole.
Okay.
But that is on. Now,
so then why put the cover on? It's supposed to be a non-freeze.
That's right. It is a non-freeze. But you know what? Even a non-freeze can be frozen.
Okay. And so this is just, you're being smart about things.
Extra protection. Now you see this?
Oh.
I always close my vents after it reaches a certain temperature, which it has now done.
It's officially reached the temperature.
Yep.
And what this does is it prevents the pipes from freezing.
Well, what it does, it helps keep everything under the house warmer in hopes of keeping the pipes from freezing.
Okay. And now why are you using that tool right there to close the vents instead of your hand?
That way I don't have to try to get under that brush and over that briar and stuff to get to it.
Okay.
That's the only reason.
Okay.
Now I'm going to...
Wow, we got a lot of onions.
It's 100 degrees
in there. Is that
in there.
onions or garlic?
That's garlic.
That's garlic.
Look at that. It's 100 degrees in there.
Yeah,
Crystal.
it is.
And that's with the door open last night. It's mustard, how it's already grown back.
Wow.
And that mustard out there is phenomenal. We're going to have mustard.
Yeah, because look at how big that's gotten.
I mean, that
stuff's gotten huge.
Oh, God, yeah. And see, we ate a cabbage the other night.
I know, it was so good.
I pulled it right here. That cabbage was good, wasn't it?
Yeah. Then none at all.
It was so good, I want to fry it. Okay, since we're here.
Yeah, I see the one there.
Let's just go ahead and close these vents too.
Well, I thought that was the purpose.
Well, we got to get to that faucet too.
Yeah.
But
I love our new setup here with the fence.
Well,
because I can get to the faucet without constantly having to open up the gate. Because that was one thing that really irritated me.
And well, see, the gate opens and closes so much better now too.
I know.
Look at this.
Yeah.
Look at that.
That's awesome. I love it.
Felt a little tight to me. Okay.
Oh, look at your light. You've done some TLC work on it, I see.
Well, I repaired it and painted it.
Yes, I see.
And for some reason, the bucket of paint at the bottom is a different color than the rest of it.
It doesn't look it to me.
Well, it is.
Well, it looks the same.
Well, good. I'm glad you.
Well, maybe it's the lighting I'm in.
Well, we're gonna go right on up here just a second. You want to open that gate for me? Okay. Now let me tell you what we got to do.
We got to disconnect this.
Well, no.
Well, this is the part that connects to the greenhouse.
Right. And what we're going to do.
And connects to the hose over there. We need to water the greenhouse first.
That's what we're doing right now.
Okay.
Okay, wait a minute.
Yes.
We also, I have put plants in there from the nursery.
Oh. Well, then let's
so, wait a minute, hold
out.
it.
There's
we got to, we got to take that apart in there.
Yeah, because we're going into
winter.
winter.
And let it just lay down, and it'll be fine.
Well, what about the filter and stuff? Don't we need to take that off?
I don't know if we have.
Because I don't want the filter to damage.
It shouldn't damage if it doesn't have water in it.
But you got to get it drained first, either way.
It's got a plug on the end. You just screw it off, and it drains it.
Okay.
Okay, now what we got to do. Now, I can tell you right now that this hose has not been drained.
Well, yeah, because it's got the head on the end.
It's got the head on the end. And so what we're going to need to do.
Well, don't we need to unscrew that pipe?
We will, but we got to take care of the hose too.
Okay.
Now, here we go. Let me tell you what we're going to do. This is the piece that's on top. Okay.
Don't you love that hose
I'm
head
going to
I
take
bought?
this. I've got it turned on. That way it lets air
But you don't
through.
want that dragging, or it's going to
It's not going to drag.
bang it up
It's
all.
not going to drag.
Okay. Oh, you're catching me.
Now,
Okay.
just make sure I get hose.
You're going to have to pull. There you go. Now you should be free and clear.
Now, see what I'm doing
Uh-huh.
is I'm uphill here.
Uh-huh.
And I'm draining the hose. Is what I'm doing. And as I drain it, I'm rolling it up for winter. And you see how the water's coming out the end?
Yeah.
Okay, that hose is empty. Now, what I did this time, I'm going to bring...
Just a second. Yeah.
what I did this time, and I usually don't do that,
Uh-huh.
but I left the end on the female or on the male part,
Uh-huh.
which is the part you always lay down first so you don't mess up the threads. But what I did is I turned this thing on.
Mm-hmm.
That way air could
Circulate.
allow the water to run out.
Uh-huh.
But I left it on there. Now,
Mm-hmm.
this is for winter.
Yep.
And so we're going to take that inside the house.
Yep.
And then this
And
part
we
here,
love this thing here.
this part here, if I could find the other end. Oh, here it is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I screw it together. And the reason that I screw it together
is to protect the threads as well as the hose, right?
is to protect the threads.
And the hose. And it prevents critters and stuff from setting up a home in the holes, huh?
Well, that's true too now.
Case in point.
Okay, now watch this. Let's go.
Okay.
I'm going to show you something.
Okay. You want me to get the gate?
Not just yet.
Okay. Oh, you got a hook here.
I had this on the other side of the fence. But now I moved it.
Because now we got the...
Because we moved everything else.
Yeah.
And there it is. And there's its storage for winter.
Yeah.
Connected.
Okay. So
Now,
how do we do this one?
This one here, you know what? I thought about this.
Uh-huh.
And I says, you know, when wintertime comes,
Uh-huh.
I don't know how exactly I'm going to disconnect this. But we're getting ready to find out.
Okay.
Now, I think I can bend this pipe enough to get it off there.
Yep. Now, do you have a cap for the end? Hi, Dad?
There we go.
Now, see, that's why I got us one that rotates. Gonna what?
I'm just going to loosen that up. That thing was tight.
I think you put it on there too tight.
No, I put it on tight enough to keep it from leaking.
Probably need to drain that side too. Yep, see? That side needed draining too. Now, what is that?
Just a plug.
It looks like the top's rotating every time you try it. There you go. Is it a special?
There you go.
That's all it's called, is a plug?
Yep. See there? That right there is designed to turn.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Now.
That's, and then we need the cover.
Then we're going to put this on for the winter time.
So it's a hook, tight, and pull. Or hook, pull, and tighten, that's what it is. Okay, there we go.
There you go.
Okay.
I'm just going to take this loose for the winter.
And which part's loose?
You'll see here in just a second. See
So
that?
the whole piece.
I take the whole thing. Now, you see this right here?
Yes.
I'm going to turn that on.
Why are you? Oh, because the other one's off, and you need to relieve the pressure there.
Okay, I'm going to leave that on for the winter.
Okay, now why are you leaving that on for the winter?
That way, if any water is in there, which there is water from there up to there. There is some water in that line. That way, if it starts to freeze, it will just expand the length of the pipe rather than freeze and bust the pipe.
Okay.
Now,
cool.
you see this right here?
Uh-huh.
I just unscrewed the whole thing.
Okay. Oh, and you're letting the water drain, it looks like a little bit there.
A little bit.
Okay.
Okay, just a second. Now let me see here.
Wow, there was a lot of water built up in that.
Okay, well, I think that right there
Uh-huh.
is good for now.
Okay, now what are you going to do with that? Ooh, that thing's got a lot of water coming out of it. Probably need to
No.
let water out of there, too.
Oh. And see this right here?
Uh-huh. Okay, what'd you do that for?
I just did because I wanted to. I just wanted to see how much water was in there.
Okay.
Okay, and this right here
Uh-huh.
is the connection for this here.
Uh-huh. So we're just going to take that in the garage?
In the garage, just to be
Okay.
sure.
Because I was about to say that's...
Okay.
Okay.
Okay,
Now what?
So what? So how do those things work? How does the heater work?
Well, the heater, we got the instructions here. And what you do is you're supposed to put it on a specific setting. It needs to have so much clearance around it because then you're doing heat. And then you just do your setting with the temperature piece that I have here. And
Okay, let's have your piece and see what it does.
Okay, so let me turn off the video. Okay, Dad. So what we've done here is we've got our sensor here plugged in. We plugged the palm ram heater into this unit per the instructions. Then we took the sensor and we used one of the palm ram hooks here, hooked it up here, and then have it come over here so that it's where it needs to be to sense for the room. And on top of all that, we can now close this and get the cord. Let's see. We got the sensor hooked up. These hooks invaluable because we also use the palm ram hooks to hook up the sensor there. And Dad's currently spraying for the buggies because we do have just a few bugs that have landed on our spinach.
Okay.
But what is that spray again, Dan? I keep forgetting the name of it. I think you do too. Okay, and then it's not quite ready for it, but I did buy also these frost protection blankets.
Did you grab this corner right here?
Sure.
Okay, just hold on to it. Don't pull it yet.
Yeah. It's getting cold.
It is, isn't it?
Woo! And it's got a breeze to it too. Oh, what about the corner there? Do you need to tuck this corner down? Huh?
Do what now?
Do you need to tuck the two corners here?
That's fine.
Okay.
See here. That's fine.
Well, the heater or the
That's
air's
okay.
not on.
That's okay.
Okay.